What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a look at some actually kind of sad news, or good news. It really depends how you come down on this. Because I showed you something the other day, and I make bold claims sometimes, but I'm going to tell you this right now. When I make a bold claim, I believe it. So I showed you this the other day, its first anniversary product the Bandai are putting out there. And I told you it was probably the best English product released so far. Now, if we want to look at the best product released so far, regardless of territory, the Chinese Nami box. Not entirely sure this is amazing, don't get me wrong, but that Chinese Nami box, come on. Come on. I still never found a way to get that, annoyingly. I still want that. If anyone's got a hookup for a non-ridiculous price, you let me know. But yeah, the Chinese Nami box is other level. Fine. But outside of that, if we're looking at English products, I do believe it's this. This is, as far as I am concerned, and as always, feel free to argue with me in the comment section, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the best English product we've had released so far. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it was going up on Premium Bandai. And one of the things I told you was that this could sell out. Because that's one thing I always warn you about with these products. If you go to Premium Bandai and you try and order one of these products, it says quite clearly, it's a standard thing they put on all of them, the pre-order period for this item may end suddenly, despite any previously announced pre-order and date, if the maximum order limit is reached. In this case, pre-order cancellations will no longer be available for this item from that time onward as well. Because essentially, when they stop it, when they stop taking orders, they're essentially locked in the number, and they make that number for the US. So to then turn around and be like, oh yeah, no, I want to cancel, well then they've got some they made that they haven't sold. So it's a clear condition of buying it. And I warned you that even though these don't sell out, this is one that I think could. Well, it has, but it's sold out way faster than I expected. Like, they sold us, they always do this at Premium Bandai. They basically told us how long it was going to go for. And they were opening pre-orders until the 9th of January, from the 1st of December to the 9th of January. This sold out on the 4th of December. I'm pretty sure it sold out on the 4th. I think when I woke up this morning, it was sold out, but the US is several hours behind, so it sold out on the 4th, all right? 3 days! 3 days this took to sell out. That is absolutely absurd. And like I say, Premium Bandai products, they don't generally sell out. This is not a standard thing. I'm not saying they never sell out. I don't always track all of them that closely, Maybe some of them are sold out a day or two before the end date or whatever. But I'm telling you right now, this has not happened before, because I would have noticed. Now, if for some reason I'm wrong about this, and it did happen before, do let me know in the comment section. But this is the kind of thing I would have noticed. A product selling out after 3 days. That is unusual and unforeseen and ridiculous. I didn't see this coming. Like, I told you it was probably going to sell out. And I told you in the video the other day, and you can go back and look, I'm not lying about this, I told you to order it sooner rather than later, because I said this is one I could see selling out. But I did not expect it to sell out in 3 days, and I don't think anybody did. And this does actually lead to a really sad situation, because there are going to be some people who looked at this and went, oh my goodness, that's amazing, I'm definitely buying this. I'm going to wait until I get paid, or I'm going to wait for a couple of days, or I'm going to get some money on Sunday, I'll order it, or whatever it was. There were going to be people that didn't want to order it right that minute, but we're going to order it in a few days' time. We're in a better position to order it in a few days' time. And now those guys are missing out. And that's actually rubbish. That's actually genuinely really sad. And there's not really much you can do about it at this stage, which is also really sad. Now, there is hope yet. I need to make this clear. There is still hope for this. There is an additional note on there that says, product specifications are subject to change without notice. Designs and images of products shown are under development and may differ from final products. Product specifications and shipping dates are subject to change without notice. No one cares about any of that. Orders will no longer be accepted once production limit is reached. Well, I told you that. Sufficient demand may result in additional production. Now, I need to make this super clear. I am not saying they are going to make more. All right? I did not say that. I am not saying that. What I am saying is they might make more. It says right there on the page that sufficient demand might get them to make more. And look, sold out in 3 days. They know the demand. No, nobody needs to tell Bandai at this stage, right? Bandai, they work on numbers. Like most companies that know what they're doing, they work on numbers. Few people tweeting at them and leaving angry messages on Facebook. That makes absolutely no difference. Selling out in 3 days, oh, you better believe that is going to make Bandai sit up and take notice. I am not saying they're going to up production. They might not be able to. What I am saying is, if I'm Bandai, I'm sitting there right now going, mate, we made a bunch of these, or we set a bunch to be made. They sold out in 3 days. This is the most popular product we've seen on Premium Bandai, at least in terms of the One Piece TCG. We should make more of these because they will definitely sell and we're guaranteed to make more money. Because that's literally where they are at this stage. They are sitting there looking at this going, hang on a second, this is definitely going to sell. This is guaranteed to make more money. And when you're a profit-making business like Bandai is, and you're sat there with a product which is guaranteed to make more money if you make more, yeah, we've seen a lot of reprints of Romance Dawn, and I know not enough for everybody, and I know some people in your areas, you've been very unlucky, there haven't been enough things to buy. I understand that, and I really am sorry. I'm saying, generally speaking, they have done a lot of reprints. I've actually been very, very lucky because I've had multiple opportunities to pick this up at retail, which has been awesome, and I've bought as much as I need to. And yes, I am aware how lucky that makes me because I know, like I say, not everyone has been in that position. But the reason reprints of Romance Dawn keep happening is because Romance Dawn keeps selling out. And Bandai are like, hey, if we print more of this, we're going to sell more. Let's print more, shall we? And then they do. And it's wonderful. So I'm not saying they are going to reprint it, all right? However, I am saying that there is a decent chance they're going to up production here. I would keep an eye on this because there is another option we've always got, and that is head on over to eBay. And actually, as I look around right now, there aren't seemingly any on eBay. By now, I assumed everyone that had ordered one would be trying to hawk it on eBay, which I don't like. There are plenty of the Japanese anniversary sets around for what it's worth, and they're not actually hideously expensive, honestly. They're more expensive if you get one with the promo, but for instance, you can get this one with a promo for like $130, which isn't great, but you get the Adama promo, the Makino promo, and the Marco promo, all very playable cards, incidentally, and everything else, $130 shipped. Not saying you should, I'm just saying it's an option. Don't pay reseller prices for this yet, okay? Give it a minute. I'm not saying it is going to be reprinted, but I am saying there is a chance that this comes back into stock on Premium Bandai. The other thing to bear in mind is that outside of the US, we don't have Premium Bandai. However, we tend to get this stuff in game stores. Now, it says product might be sold in other regions, is what it says on the website. That's not to say it is definitely going to be sold in Europe, etc. But Bandai have been great at this. Absolutely great in terms of making sure that things that are sold on Premium Bandai in the US make their way out to Europe, etc. And we often get them a little bit later. That's fine. But we tend to get these. And they tend to show up in game stores. So I did actually have a very nice friend, very lovely person, did actually offer to pick this up for me and ship it over, which was really sweet of them. I declined because I'm just like, it's coming out in Europe. I'm going to buy this. I told you this the other day. I meant it. I'm going to buy this. I'm just absolutely sure that this is going to be released in game stores in Europe. Honestly. So, I don't want to pick it up from the US. I could be wrong about that, and I could miss out entirely, but I feel pretty good about it, so I'm not even worrying. One thing I will say, in terms of anniversary products, Japan got the anniversary book, and that's one of the coolest anniversary products out there, and we're apparently not getting the book. It's basically just kind of a celebration of the first year with card scans and some other things, decks, and all of that. It's just extremely cool. And it came with a couple of promos, including a Kaido. And I'm not sure this Kaido's actually been released yet in English, although it will be at some point. It basically says that if your opponent's got 10 Don, this character can't be KO'd, and its 8 costs 10,000 power. It's pretty gosh darn cool. Right, there we go. That's what you need to know. Yes, it is sold out, and that is a little bit of a problem, but there is a decent chance it comes back. Do not buy it on the secondary market yet. I'm not saying don't ever buy it on the secondary market, because this might not come into stock, and if it doesn't come into stock, that's basically your only choice. I'm saying this was supposed to be there until the 6th of January. Maybe give it a couple of weeks to see if it comes back on Premium Bandai. Right, there we go. That's what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Did you buy this? Did you find it? Are you missing out? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.